Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm Skip, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to create patterns in Adobe Photoshop. For this tutorial I'm going to be using Adobe Photoshop CS6, and let's get into this tutorial. So you want to start off by clicking File, New. I'm going to name this Pattern Tutorial, and then you want the width to be 1600 and set these to pixels by 1600. Go ahead, click OK. Now you want to make sure that the ruler up here that it's set to pixels. That'll just help you for this tutorial. So let's go over here and click and hold this to set it to 800. It's called a guideline. Then go down here and you'll see on the edge right here set to 800. Oops, I let go of that one. Set that to 800. So now we want to create a diagonal line right here. So to do that, we're going to go to the line tool and then set this to, let's say, red. Click right up here, hold down shift. You'll see, like right now it's wiggly, but if you hold down shift it'll just be a straight 45-degree angle. Go somewhere down there. And you want to make sure that this is lined up directly in the center point of your canvas. Mine's already like that just because that's how it worked out, but you might want to move yours so it's in the center point. Now go ahead and create a new guideline. There's no exact spot, just put it somewhere near there. Alright, so what we're going to be working with is this triangle right here. This is 1/8 of a square, and that's what we're going to be working with. So go ahead and check off your pen tool. Now click on background and then this little icon down here. Oops, what just happened? Alright, go down, click on this icon down here to create a new layer. We're going to name this one Pattern. Alright, now this is kind of the part that just takes some creative skills. This is actually creating the pattern, and I have a piece of paper in front of me with a pattern on it, and I'm just gonna be I can't talk today. I'm gonna be recreating that, free drawing it on the computer. So give me a minute here while I do this. Alright, so that's one shape. So what I'm going to do is click Make Selection, right click, Make Selection, make sure that these settings are the same as mine. Click OK. Now set the color to your secondary. Right now I already have it set to gray. That's where we're going to fill this. Now click Command Delete or Control Delete if you're on PC. Then Command D or Control D to deselect that. Alright, now what you want to do is make sure you have your pattern layer selected, which it should be. Now go up here to the rectangular marquee tool. I think I said that right, marquee. Now drag right here. Gonna make sure that it's lined up directly with that. Now click on delete. Do the same thing to the top. It's basically deleting all the excess stuff that we don't need. Now we want to delete what's on the side of this line too. So what we're going to do for that is hold down this, click on polygonal lasso tool. Now try to do this as precise as you can. So go up here, click on the red line. Now hold down shift so you get that 40-degree angle again. My mouse is crazy. Alright, let's see. There we go. Now click again. Oops. I messed up there. Let me try this again. There we go. So now just isolate all this stuff over here. Right up at the end of it. There, now click delete. Alright, so there we go. We got everything nice and clean cut. Now go ahead to this little eyeball next to the shape layer and click it. That'll hide that. Now click Command semicolon or Control semicolon to hide the guidelines. Oops. There we go. Alright, so there we go. You have your first shape, the first part of the pattern, I guess just say. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the pattern layer, click Command J or Control J if you're on a PC to duplicate it. Now click on this tool right here, the pointer tool, right click. Oops, why is this doing that? One sec. Oh, alright, now click Command T, then right click, click flip horizontal. Now click enter, or you could just click the check mark up here or just double click that. Now you want to hold down shift so that it goes directly in a straight line, and then it'll snap into place there. Make sure that you have view snap to layers selected. It'll just make that process easier. Now make sure you hold down Command or Control to select both of those and click Command E. I think. Yep, Command E to merge them together. Now duplicate it again with Command J or Control J, and click Command T, Control T. Then rotate 90 degrees clockwise. Click enter. Now hold down shift and drag it in this direction. It should snap somewhat into place, but it might not be perfectly in place. In place. God, I can't talk today. So you gotta go with your arrow keys, just move it over until it's where you think it should be. Say, let's zoom in a little bit more. I'm gonna say right there. Just created two of them just so that it would fill that little white spot. Now click on these, merge it with Command D. Alright, now duplicate it again, click Command T, click on it, then click rotate 180 degrees, click enter, and there you go. You have your first pattern that you've ever made. So let's merge these together, and it should snap to place when you create that new one, by the way. So now what we can do is, I'm going to change the canvas size so you guys can see it a little bit better. Make it 2800 by 2800. Alright, so now you can create a new layer. You don't have to do this, I'm just doing this so that I could show you it in a bigger screen. Let's make the background white. Alright, so let's go to the pattern, and we can just duplicate it and drag it over a bunch of times for it to snap into the place. There you go. Create it again. So move it up. That's it. Like so. Then duplicate it. Move it over to the left. Oops. There we go. Now let's merge all these together. Then duplicate it down here. Duplicate it again. Put it right there. Duplicate it again. This is the final time. Alright, so that's pretty much it. If you want to, what I do sometimes, I'll create a, say, gray background. Look at this. Merge those together. And then change the pattern. Oops. Sorry about this. Change the pattern into a darker gray. Like so. Oops, didn't do that. Alright, and then sometimes what you can even do, so I mean that looks like a pretty cool pattern right there, but you could also add a stroke to it, then set it to 1 pixel, lower the opacity on a little bit, and so that's looking pretty cool. That's pretty much all there is to it. So you have a pretty cool pattern that you can use on websites, backgrounds, or any artwork in particular. That took under 10 minutes or so, probably 6 or 7 minutes, and it's pretty cool. So try some things out, experiment. If you have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments, and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll have more tutorials soon. Thanks. Bye.